Hi Gemini, thank you for joining me here. This is gonna be your free flowing intuitive reading, my friends, so please take it as a resonance, alright? Gemini, before I start here, oh my god, let me tell you one thing. This is gonna be the reading of feelings. So if you have problem with feelings, feeling your feelings, this is not gonna be your reading. I don't know what the message is, but this is the energy. I am absolutely submerged right now. The moment I pull out the card for you, it just give me that, and you will see why. You will see why, okay? So first we got this, the singer of healing. I want you to, and it came with this, the moon's daughter. I want you to look at this, take a moment and look at these cards for a while before I start talking. However you want to look at it, however you want to look at it, just yeah. So what I'm getting, Gemini, that something that is very unfamiliar to you, but at the same time extremely familiar, is like something that you think that it should be unfamiliar to you. Like if somebody says that, oh, like, I don't know how to explain this, like in a standardized way, like let's say someone has 7 fingers in one hand, so that's not normal, right? 5 is normal, so 7 is like, oh, that's so strange. But at the same time, who made up the rule that only 5 fingers can be on the hand, on human hand? I mean, we kind of made a science out of it, so now it's kind of hard to argue, but somebody came up with that idea, right? That yeah, 5 finger is the normal, because 99.99% population is born with that number. So yeah, 5 is normal. So if you have 7, that means you are some kind of strange being. Like that. So it's like, it's a strange, but at the same time, you know that is not strange to you. In a bigger scheme of possibilities, this is not strange. This is, yeah, there is some kind of energy which is, okay, I'm not gonna go delve onto that idea for too long, because I can be a squirrel cage mind, just go roundabout. But with the singer of healing, what I'm getting, Gemini, I'm really getting that, something that usually you would not do, something that usually your, like your what is that called, cognitive mind would say, no, this is something not normal, this is something not really doesn't happen, like that kind of stuff. But you are confronted with one, you are confronted with the energy, whether it's coming from another person, or they're coming from a situation, or just from yourself, I don't know, from spirit, that you can feel in the air. But some kind of strange, so-called, I'm gonna do go air quote, like so-called strange, but at the same time very familiar to your soul, has knocked your door. And I really feel like with the moon's daughter, I am getting, oh my god, I am getting, Gemini, you are gonna groove with this, because you know how to have fun. You and Sagittarius both know how to have fun. Aquarius, Libra too, but they're different. But like you this is like, this is actually, let me flush out this energy that I'm getting, moon's daughter. I feel like this energy, it's gonna take you somewhere. It's gonna take you somewhere that we call dark, that we call unseen. It's gonna take you somewhere where you haven't seen that part of you. It's gonna take you somewhere, or make you do something that you haven't done. And it's gonna be risky. Yes, it's gonna be risky to your soul, because it's gonna go through some kind of major change of habit. But at the same time, it's gonna be very, 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 very interesting. It's gonna be full of fun. It's gonna be full of quirky, kinky, like it doesn't, like all sorts of things. It's gonna be an experience of a lifetime. but you are very much aware that it's not going to happen with the sun and flowers in hand. It's not going to happen like that. It's gonna take you to places, and you know that you need to, and kind of I'm feeling like you kind of want to go there. Gemini, I mean, if you might have lived a quite restricted, quite disciplined life so far, and you feel your sun in your moon. you know if you, I don't know what your moon sign is, but if I'm talking to Gemini sun, you are feeling your Gemini sun in your moon. That means you are feeling Gemini sun and the nature of Gemini sun, which is like what's out there, what's out there. Like this inquisitive mind for curiosity and all that. So it's like you're feeling those need. If you have been living like very restricted and kind of disciplined life, you feel that need, that okay, I need to break my barriers, I need to go there. That kind of feeling I'm getting. And look at this. It's like, oh, I don't know how, I don't even know how to read these messages. It's like all gushy. It's like all fun. Look at this. We got Estasis and the fairies who's kissed by the pixies. I mean, this is like, I don't know what kind of opportunity is Gemini, but man, oh man, it's actually lighting you up. It's absolutely lighting you up. It's like it there is no fear. Let me say that. In your mind, in your heart, you don't feel fear for this. It's like, even though it's very easy to say, oh, I'm just gonna go on a journey, I'm gonna be the adventure, and your opposite is Sagittarius, so it's kind of, you kind of lurk towards this kind of um just jump into the adventure kind of mode sometimes. But like, this is like, it doesn't scare you at all. It does not. It's easy to say than done. Every time you don't know where you are going, oh my god, it is, for many people, many people, it is absolutely scary thing. That doesn't mean they're not going to do it, but they go through a phase of fear, like dealing with fear, confronting fear, like getting upper hand over it, or something like that, making some kind of negotiation, some kind of make out, I don't know. It's a dance between desire and fear, right, at the end of the day. And this is like absolute win of desire. Like, you are lit, you will go anywhere with this energy, knowing that it's not going to be painful. It's not that, oh, I'm just going to jump into the thing because I'm so in love. Not like that. It's not like, I'm not saying, I don't know why I'm making sounds on that. I don't know. I'm just speaking as it's coming to me. Like, it's not like that. I'm not saying that bad at all. I feel like there is such a beauty in embracing sometimes, like, risk for desire. Yes, we come across a lot of trouble for that, but man, without risk, life is little blunt sometimes. Life is little, not blunt, like plain a little. Anyway, but not everybody feel like that. That's fine. We are here to coexist with differences. That's what I believe. Anyway, so it's like this, like, you are absolutely lit, Gemini. You are absolutely lit. You feel like there is such a sense of freedom that you are feeling, even if you are still with some kind of constructiveness, some kind of restrained feeling. But I feel like you are feeling like, really, you're feeling like this energy is like absolutely vibe with you. Like, there is no other word that I can use. It's like absolutely vibe with you. You're not even thinking hot and heavy. You are not even thinking like future. You are not even thinking like, oh, what I feel about this feeling, or this person, or this situation. It's not even, there is no, it's like you are just buzzing with energy that's coming to you. It's like a very, very immediate response that I'm getting from you. And this is I don't know, this is a reading for someone who, just after a long passage of turmoil, dilemma, confusion, tug of war of, like, choosing something. I feel like this is a victory over some kind of making someone's mind. And the moment you made your mind, your body kind of following that freedom of mind, and it makes you feel amazing, makes you feel amazingly fearless, at the same time like very light, very goofy, very on your toes, like very agile, very vivacious, very on point of energy circulation. It's like that kind of energy. And then we are getting this singer of intuition. You just know, Gemini. I know. If this reading is you, if you're feeling like you're doing something and you're doubtful, trust me, this is, you might not have reached this stage yet, or maybe this reading is not for you. I'm talking to a Gemini who somehow crossed the sense of fear for something. A sense of this dense fear just disappeared. And how does it feel when the fear quit themselves? And this is the feeling that I'm explaining. So intuition, like you just know, Gemini. Maybe you never experienced life like this before. And knowing that you are air sign, I bet that you haven't done that. I mean, it is a struggle to go with the flow for you. It is a struggle. I mean, you may come across on a surface that you are going with the flow, meeting people in different places, having conversation, doing your fun stuff. That's not going with the flow. That's your routine. That's how you behave. That's your external way of communication. So this is like this is different. This is like, you feel like somehow that no matter where this energy gonna take you, it's gonna be a good place to land on. No matter how dark it is, no matter how lit it is, no matter how shady it is, no matter how bright it is, no matter what is the condition of that, that it's gonna be a good place for you to land. You just know. If somebody asks you, okay, how can you come to this conclusion, you might not be able to give them facts and logic to back up with your intuition, but your intuition is on point. Your intuition is so on point about something like these particular things. It's like you just know, and you might not have processed knowledge like that before. Being an air sign like myself, it's but I'm not gonna compare because I have so much water, so it's kind of, intuition is kind of almost like almost feel like a first language for me, even not even second language. So that's come from this watery element. But Gemini, I feel like that you don't like to, like, it's not that you don't like to, you don't go by your oh, I just felt it. You want to make sense in your brain before you do things. And this time you just don't even, there is no tug of war, there is no war between your mind and mind, there is no war between you and you, there is no war between you and others. There is an absolute sense of fucking freedom here, and just flow. Really, I'm really talking about that. It's not just word, everybody talking about flow, but flowing is hard. Flowing is not as easy as it looks like. That is art. All that great art, it feels so eloquent on the surface, but if you really think about and like how much that artists have put into in order to make it seem like that it's like it happened in 1 minute, that is like, flow is art form in that sense. How it appears and what it takes to appear like that, it's like a whole different ballgame. So, but that you are gonna flow. This is the ultimate confidence. And this confidence doesn't come from your willpower, doesn't come from your external knowledge. You just know. And when you know. I don't know how to defend this argument with logic, Gemini, if you're looking for it. I just know. When we know, we know. And it's better not to ask question how, why, and all that. And just go with it. And it always comes back with so much of, I don't know, reward. I feel like so much of, not even reward, it's like so much that you feel fulfilled in a certain way. It just feels so fulfilling. So Lady of the Harvest, as we are talking about fulfilling, look at this heavy Lady of the Harvest. You really feel like it's gonna be a fulfilling for you. This is a Taurian energy. Look at this, their, like their breast is like swelling. It's like their body, all this regenerative part, their hips, their breast, it's like this, those are the body part of women that signifies a reproduction, regeneration, like extending energy from body to body. It's like that kind of rebirth. Those organs kind of accentuate that sense of rebirth and regeneration, reproduction. And I really feel like this is like, you really feel like it's not just soul joy. It's gonna be something that you're gonna feel, you are gonna feel in your earthy way of existence. You're gonna feel that you're gonna feel like, as if, when you build, like, let's say you have when you build your garden, let's say you have only perennial in the beginning, and then you put all these oaks and then herbs and then cactus and this and that, and it becomes this kind of, it's just adding to your personality. You are adding your desire onto the nature, and it's like a constant conversation and creating. It feels like that kind of expansion in a very, very real way. You feel like that's the way you're gonna feel. So that's why you are so content and so confident that this is something that you just want to go, you just want to get a ride with. And then the collection of pixies, look at this, everybody is happy, dancing. This is such a, I never had, to be honest. I mean, I'm not gonna say never, because I feel like I did sometime in past, but I often, like, it's kind of rare for me to find get a message which is like, I don't know, it's like a magically synchronized with each other. Everything feels just flowing. There is no resistance. It's just absolute accord of acceptance on and vibrating and kind of synchronizing with each other. This kind of energy, and this is one of the reading, I have to tell you. Really, this is the one of the reading I feel like. And with the collection of pixies, I really feel like you are this, what it is, you are truly expressing and doing who you feel you are. This is the ultimate expression of self. Like, and when I say self, it's not just mind-based self. Oh, I know this, like mind-based self is like, we want to do certain things, we want to make us certain things out of ourselves. That is a little bit of implied self. And when it is just, it doesn't mean that you are not going to use your mind. Mind is very important, but it's like almost like you're following the rhythm of your bodily energy and kind of incorporating that with your mind in order to shape who you are becoming and how you, like, who you are. So there is a certain sense of spontaneity, a strong sense of intuition, strong sense of flow. At the same time, there is an understanding of your being. It's not that you are, that's why you are not overwhelmed, because your mind is also working. Your mind knows that whatever going through it is not something, that's what you meant by, it's strange, but it's a familiar, but at the same time non-familiar. Your mind kind of chill about this change. They feel like, I know what it is. Your mind somehow knows what it is that your body is going through, that you're feeling. Somehow your mind is synchronized with this newly advancedly adapted changes in your body and sensation and energy. Your mind is kind of sync with it. So that's why you are so calm. You are not paranoid, you are not fearful, you are not anxious, because somehow, I think it's a celestial constellation. Somehow in the universe, right now, you are blessed with that kind of synchronicity. And this synchronicity not all the time happen, trust me. That's why doubt and clarity is like a dance between light and shadow. It's like, that's it. It's like a very primal existence of both. And you feel like, you feel like you're expressing, man. You're like, you really feel like you can express, like, let's say, express in a certain way. Like, let's say, okay, let's say you are with a group of people, okay, and you're really talking, you're really connecting with people, and then somebody says like, you know like, oh, everybody's talking about how vegan is good, vegetable is good, this and that, and you like, you know what, I yeah, I'm not saying that vegan and vegetable going vegetarian is not good for our environment, but you know what, I actually like meat. And you're going to say that. That's what I'm talking about. Your expression, self expression is so, like, you are not, before you would just, yeah, you would just go with the flow. You are trying to make yourself believe that, yeah, meat is not something good. I mean, it's not that. It's like, I'm not advocating for meat, okay? What I'm trying to say, that even if it goes against the grains that you are with, your group of circle, against the norms, that the way you feel, you are nonetheless gonna express yourself, even if it is like everybody around you kind of support this non-eating of meat, but you say that, you know what, I know it's good, but I also know, like, I love meat, and I eat, like, I eat it, so I don't know, but consciously I'm aware, maybe one day I will apply it, but right now I really can't. I like it. And like there is like it's like that kind of expression, like you are asserting yourself not only just through your mind, intellectually what you think you should be, but what you actually are. And that can be there can be differences, because we might need to, where we are, not necessarily same thing where we think we should be or we want to be. So there is a journey involved there. Anyway, so that's what you feel. Because so this is all about feelings, Gemini. I hope you get something out of it, and I will talk to you next time. Okay, take care. Bye bye.